Welcome to Pamplemousses Gardens, part of a great day out in the north. Oh, that's so cool. Giant peanut tree. Well, we've been pointing out all the trees and stuff. Forgot to show you the...
We have had an absolute feast.
This is a very, very old church. Paul and Virginie. Because they're buried here. They would bring the slaves in here and they would wash them here.
So you start here at the ticketing office. 200 per person.
25 if you got your card. Local, I mean, if you're local.
Yeah. Let's go.
So we got some guides here and it's 75 an hour per person, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the official rate of the guide service. If any person wants a guide, we are here to help them, to show them all the beautiful place in the garden.
Fantastic, thank you.
So if you're living here, or I suppose even if you're a visitor, you can register for jogging and come jogging in the park during certain hours. I suppose it's less. But there's loads of information everywhere. This place has so much history. Drones not allowed.
Oh no, I brought my drone for nothing.
Get the plants.
Drone.
Here's a map.
It is a pretty cool day out to come and enjoy the gardens and the other stuff we're going to do today. When you're in the north, there's so many things. The adventure of sugar, obviously we'll leave a card for you guys there. But this is the botanical gardens.
And scattered all around, you've obviously got old stonework and stuff. A lot of things to show that this was set up a long, long time ago. Canals.
Really old, the canals.
Uh-huh. Look at those water lilies across there. I know they're not in water, but they're beautiful.
Oh wow, how did you get to those?
They're behind a fence, I don't know.
They locked up.
Okay.
Water is so clear. Yeah, awesome old canal. Stonework, I wonder how old this is. Yeah, you come in for 17 what? Look, there's a bridge up ahead. They don't mention these things because it's all about the flowers.
The gardens are a very, very popular tourist attraction, but they're so huge, so it's never going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, there are hundreds of cars out there and we can only see a few hundred people here. Let's go. They normally tell you on the side how old the bridge is, when it was made, what its name is, but this one unfortunately doesn't have a name.
Oh wow, look at the water lilies. Wow, and there's all these collections of pink. I assume it's like a frog egg. Some sort of frog that's laid their eggs and they're going to become tadpoles.
The best way to put a flower behind your ear. Oh, that's pretty cool. We'll let Ricky do it. Oh, she's got flowers in her hair already. So to put one behind her ear. Oh, that's so cool. Awesome, Rick.
Super cool. Yeah, mango season.
Even the ducks are getting involved.
It really is quite pleasant. It's peaceful, a bird song. There's lots of areas, even if it's a hot day, that you can get out of the sun.
Grand Basin. I suppose we could be calling it Grand Basin. Welcome to the Pamplemousses Mauritius. It's going to be a Pamplemousse one again. Welcome to Pamplemousses. It's a day out in the north. I know I probably put this in now where I can't get the Pamplemousse ready, right? Oh, fish jumping.
Yeah, big fish.
I was trying to explain that last time we were here in Pamplemousses, I couldn't say it either. So go check out that video. Can't say Pamplemousse apparently on video. Cyclone protection.
Probably tortoises.
Yeah, they got some tortoises. They got some big, the giant ones.
Oh, awesome. Oh, they're sleeping. And a little one.
I wonder if that guy's a different type to the others because he's got a different pattern on his shell. Well, it is Christmas, so of course we're going to have reindeer.
I think these are the same as like in the Natural History Museum.
Okay. Oh, you're much more impressive. Hey, buddy. Looks like that might have been the original entrance. They were coming from there. Back when it was free, probably, and you didn't need so much parking, and there were horses and carriages and... Anyway, another entrance there. Oh, and they got some benches. So you can probably sit. They look quite big. So you can have a rest on your travels.
They do have some really impressive trees. Brian's trying to find the name of this one.
This one is huge. It's hard to hasn't hiked it yet.
Because I'm sure there's bigger. Can't just dish out hugs.
Pretty girl in a tree-lined avenue. And you really have to come here to get a sense of this tree-lined avenue. It's actually really stunning. It's just, I don't think my camera's doing it justice.
No, one of those things you have to come and see.
There are loads of trees, and I mean some of them are labelled. But if you're really interested in trees and things like that, you are going to have to actually come and get a guide. What was that, Rick?
Mango.
It's a mango tree. How can you tell?
It looks like someone lost a ball in the tree, except, oh, there's another one.
Oh, there's one on the floor.
Must be a fruit. Is it actually a grapefruit? Is it a pamplemousse?
I don't think it's a pamplemousse, which is a grapefruit, because I'm looking at it and it's got a hard shell. So I think it might be something else. What's that black stuff in it? And there's one that actually grew in the gap. Now he's stuck in there. This building is the toilets. So there are toilets right at the other end.
The toilets are clean and decent, and there's even toilet paper and soap. No mirror. There is a mirror.
There's some really interesting plants here. This all twisty.
Some sort of vine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a name. Scientific name, Dioclea, whatever. Common name, Dioclea. All those stunning yellow flowers.
This monster tree is a Caribbean albiza. And yes, I think it might be the first one Ricky's going to hug. Look at the size of it. Too big.
Yeah, and there's the old church and everything over there, and this impressive gate and fence.
When I said that other place might have been the entrance. Ha! This is the entrance. Well, you got the old church there. And you got this old building, which is probably the original building when you came in. Maybe the guardhouse for ancient times when this was, before it was a public place. I wonder when it was built, because it's got this rock, right? And it's been cut nicely. Look, you're getting a gate selfie. Oh man, you just look at these original stones that would have stopped the gate from fully opening, or what's it called? Hold it from closing. Okay, I'm sure Ricky's probably pointed out, but look at the top. They probably had plants in those pots. They look like definite pot plant things.
I'm thinking more lights.
Oh, lights, maybe.
For street lights and things.
Whoa, massive baobab tree. It's huge, and look on the floor. Some good eats. And if you don't know, genuinely, it is a thing. This polystyrene looking stuff, you can actually eat it. And it tastes quite nice and lemony. No, that's not a good one. Nice and lemony. So don't forget, get your lunch. Come to the baobab tree. It's awesome. Ricky enjoying it? I think it might not be enjoyment. Might be that other thing that's not enjoyment. Didn't notice this tree lined because they're so big that you don't really get the perspective of them when you're walking with them until you actually notice. These are a massive tree lined walkway. This tree up ahead, it's massive, it really is. But how perfect would it be for a tree house in the top there?
Yeah,
it's like
perfectly formed.
made for tree houses.
Absolutely.
It's another thing. I mean, it's not June, but are these June plums? They look like June plums. Ricky will have to taste one and let us know.
I think it's a mango also. Oh God, but June plums were exactly like mangoes as well.
Yeah, they have a spike in them though.
It smells like a nectarine.
Oh, it might be one of those things because it looks like it's got parcels on the inside. Is that a pip?
No, it's soft flesh. I mean, you don't want to sort of just go and eat things, but they look amazingly good.
Well, here it says mangosteen, so it must be a mangosteen. Rick, what's a mangosteen taste like?
And I don't know, I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat the pip things or the skins. I'm going to...
Go for the pip thing. Go for it. This is, you get to eat it first.
Oh. That's really nice.
Really? Oh, I've got to try some.
Mmm.
Does it taste like a mango? With a bit of
sour.
steen?
Mmm. You know the rules, we die together. What do you think?
Oh, that's really nice.
It is.
There's a fleshy bit, and I also felt like a pip was in there.
Yeah.
If you have a look. Oh.
Bizarre because it's wedged kind of like an orange.
Now, excuse me. You get a compartment that's all flesh, and then you get a compartment with a little pip in it. Or quite a big pip.
They're really good.
New favorite. Definitely come at Christmas time. Get yourself a mangosteen. They're literally littering the place. They are so yummy. They really are good.
Yeah, mangosteens. Littering the floor. There's loads more in the trees. So, awesome fruit.
There's a stream coming down here. I've spotted more fruits. And because this is a day of eating discovered fruits, wonder what these ones are. Yeah, it's actually called the giant peanut tree. No, it isn't. It's called something else. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look like a giant peanut? Giant peanut tree.
Imagine it'd be very dangerous to take on your door.
Oh yeah, no, there are loads above me. Move away, moving away, moving away. And listen to the thud. That's going to do some damage.
West African Kigelia. Gotta look it up, but I'm pretty sure you probably make some sort of curry or stew out of it. Nothing goes to waste in Africa. I don't know why they don't sell mangosteens. Mangosteens are absolutely delicious. Maybe that's the only tree in Mauritius.
Yeah.
But they're seeds and it grows here, so they could grow more. Anyway, here's a monument.
It's a monument to some famous people from Mauritian history, like Nicholas Pike, who walked around Mauritius and told us so much stuff about, well, told us about the history in his time. So it wasn't history to him, it was modern. Anyway,
Tell us about the news.
told us about the news, but it became a great historical book for us. The lilies, we've arrived. Well, here are the water lilies. They actually are massive and they've got these spikes on them. Quite an impressive leaf. Oh, and one of them's got a flower coming out. And maybe that's a new leaf coming. Oh, awesome. Must be a natural bench. They've just put it out here so that you can have a rest and contemplate the lilies. Rick's going to go get a flower for you.
There you go. I think there's a couple more flowers down there.
Really does have these tranquil spots. So you can just enjoy a nice walk in the shade. It's really awesome here.
Oh, they're beautiful. I love this, like the seed pod thing.
I kid you not, it looks like a plastic shower head. I mean, it really does.
And then after it's finished, they end up like that,
Wow.
and then like that.
Yeah, that is definitely a shower head. I mean, come on. It's got the holes and everything. It's the nozzle for the gentle back massage. Well, yes, there's a bird. He's hiding under the shade of the tree.
Yeah, to be camouflaged against the fish, that is just brilliant.
Oh. And this is the chateau. Chateau does something or other.
Old house.
It's an old house. Another pretty tree, and also, while it's not that high off the ground, still great for a tree fort.
Yeah, that was more like a deck.
Yeah, tree deck. Oh, we didn't actually come along it, but this is the walkway of gifts from people, like presidents and things, all gifted their national tree or something to the botanical gardens.
Something interesting to do.
Yeah. Sitting in the shade. Hot out today. So if you're coming for the mangosteens in December, remember it's going to be hot. But if you're coming in June when it's nice and cool, you're probably not going to get mangosteens. This is actually an ebony tree, but more importantly, it was actually planted by Mandela. Huh, pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Nelson Mandela stood right there and planted that tree.
Yeah, he did. He was right here doing that.
Amazing.
Awesome.
And when the princess visited in 1969, she planted this tree. How cool.
This is a monument to the guy. SSR.
Okay. And beloved memory of the father of the nation. And it's a guava tree planted by Princess Margaret, 1956. Oh, that is so special.
Well, we've been pointing out all the trees and stuff. Forgot to show you the actual chateau. Looks like it's closed.
And there are quite a few monuments to SSR around the house.
You can go in. Oh, it's all closed up because it's got air conditioning. Oh man. Stairs going up. I thought there'd be more stuff in here, more historic stuff. Oh, look at that floor. Oh wow, Ricky's so walking over that. And like the round table. Huh. Man, I can just imagine Pierre Poivre. He's the guy who actually started all, tried to get spices and things into Mauritius. He did get. He actually brought spices and brought them to here. This is where his research station was. He lived here, and Le Bourdonnais lived here, and Bernardine Saint Pierre. In case you don't know who Bernardine Saint Pierre is, he's the guy who wrote Romeo and Juliet. No, it was called something else. Paul and Virginie. But he stayed here.
Paul and Virginie.
Huh?
Paul.
Paul and Virginie. Didn't I say it right?
Yeah, no, but Bernardine Saint Pierre.
Bernardine Saint Pierre and Paul and Virginie. And he wrote it probably not here, but he definitely came and visited his good friend Pierre Poivre, Mr. Pepper.
He kind of fancied his wife.
Yeah, he did. He actually fancied Pierre Poivre's wife.
But I do find incredibly strange about this botanical garden. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's the only one I've ever been in that does not have some sort of a tea garden, coffee shop, somewhere you can get cakes and things.
Yeah, they
It's
don't.
really strange because most of them make all their money from that.
Yeah.
Maybe something they should do. Oh, there's a bell.
Oh, there's a bell. Do you think we ring it?
I don't think so.
Shall I ring it?
No, don't ring it. You can't.
Too short. This is the medicinal corner. So they got all plants that are good for you in some form or other.
Yeah.
You can just come here and pick them.
No,
Oh, it says
you're not
don't
allowed
pick.
picking anything.
So what ails you, go to the pharmacist. When you come, this is something you have to do apparently.
You can see it's worn down from people doing exactly that.
You can walk all the way to the end.
Uh-huh.
I did see toilets up at the main house, but there's some more here, right at the entrance or exit, depending on where you're going.
Old sugar mill model.
Yeah, let's go see if it works. Okay, I don't think it's actually working. Whoa, it might actually fall off. I'll leave that.
The bamboos in the wind.
Oh, we got a straw roof and a chimney. So this is probably where they did the, oh yeah, and marmites. This is the chimney, so it would have pulled the fire through here under these marmites. It is pretty cool, and I would say set around 3 to 4 hours. So basically you want to get here at about 10 in the morning, and then you want to go have lunch afterwards out in Pamplemousses, and that's what we're going to go do. Oh yeah, in the parking you get some souvenirs that you can get, some fruits and some ice cold drinks. So I think maybe get your ice cold drinks before you go in and then when you come out.
Nice pineapples.
So how often are you going? Nice.
Good, yes. Yeah. This is the parking, and your adventure starts right here. These are my poo trees. They plant them, they're going to get massive. They're bigger than baobabs.
And you can see over here they're busy building something, but whenever you're dealing with old stone, you have to number it so that it all goes back in the right place. Pamplemousses is a tourist town, so I'm going to advise, whenever you come to eat something, make sure you check the menu. I've seen too many horror stories where people don't see the prices and then suddenly it's like 2,000 for a fish or something. This place is great.
Oh man, I love this kitchen. These are proper old school woks. And with the oil. So you get some good color. Looking so golden and delicious.
That's huge.
That is a massive amount of chicken for a starter. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, there's the homemade burritos. Yeah.
And of course the octopus salad comes with a burrata.
Oh, perfect thing that I needed in the background of my salad photo.
Yeah. Some dips. What are they?
Green chili.
This one, ketchup. Green chili mixed with lemon and some mayonnaise.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Which to try, which to try. Oh yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
Gorgeous. The best thing.
Doesn't get much more Mauritian than that. And it's a place called the Dodo. It's Dodo's Den. Awesome.
The beer is freezing cold as well.
Beer is freezing cold. The water is freezing cold. So if you're driving, you have that. But try not drive. Get the beer.
Get your taxi driver to take you here. Wow. I can't believe these are starters.
I can't believe it. They're massive. It really does look crispy. Oh, and it just falls apart.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and it's really hot. It's really, really hot. Oh, wow. It's Mauritius. Everywhere you go in Mauritius, the chicken, crispy chicken, is just the best. And this is really good. This is a particularly good example. But Mauritians know how to do fried chicken.
They really do.
Try some, Rick.
Can you hear it?
And because he seasoned the chicken and the flour,
That's amazing.
it is remarkable.
He now brought out a peanut satay sauce and some little chanaparis because I love chanaparis. Now look at that selection.
That's a Mauritian starter platter.
That's amazing.
I think this is just come and order this. Get the chanaparis. Ask for the 4
Maybe
chanaparis.
another one as well.
Yeah,
And then you
one
can-
other, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, octopus salads.
And they're big
I'm
chunks
so
of octopus in there.
excited because he put some heavy flavors in here.
Yeah, and there's a flavor you didn't see him put in. You're away.
It's so sharp.
Really? Soft
Lemon
octopus.
rind.
Ah,
What I'm chewing on is the onion.
really? The chewy thing is the onion. Oh, wow.
Look at this.
You're actually pulling apart octopus. Is that octopus?
It's so soft. Look at those. Thin and flaky.
Burrata. You actually spoon it in.
I think so. You've got to eat this. You've got to eat this. This is a really good octopus salad. Like really, really good.
Looking away. And we're back. Does it work with the... What about sauces? Would you put a sauce on it? No, you just like that.
10 minutes and you have sir. Korean leaf, little. Okay, it's ready now.
While I've been slaving away in a hot kitchen, Ricky's just been sitting eating my octopus.
Mine. Mutton curry. Roti. Sauces and rice.
I'm going to try it with rice first.
And because of the size of their starters, we were like, no, we'll just share a curry because wow.
Oh, it's lamb. Cutting it with a spoon.
Is it tasty? Is it hot? Am I going to die?
Not at all. So full flavored though. You're gonna love it.
Yay.
Because you do spicy, and this is spicy, it's not hot.
Okay.
Didn't think of that. Take a bit of burrata.
And some of the juices. Grab a piece. Ooh, that is soft. It's very, very Mauritian flavored.
Really?
It's really nice. We have had an absolute feast. It's a really big place. There's even got an upstairs. And there is a toilet available.
When you pick a restaurant for after the gardens, make sure you see the menu first. There are a lot of unscrupulous places. Or you could just come to Dodo's Den because the food is awesome and it's a really nice environment. Just up the road.
Oh, Dodo's Den. So we're up in Pamplemousses, just near the gardens.
Right there.
Over here, they're correctly marked on Google. Pamplemousses also has a market every Sunday,
Only on a Sunday.
packed with people. Let's go on the historical tour now.
Doesn't really matter where you eat, but if you ate at Dodo's Den, you know you are so full. But you're probably going to be full anyway. So have a walk around Pamplemousses. Start with the church. This is a very, very old church. Might actually be the oldest Catholic church in Mauritius. I thought St. Louis Cathedral was. Oh, maybe it's because it's a cathedral and this is the church. And there's a fascinating story behind the building of this church. It was built by Marburg and he did it on purpose. On purpose, you know what I mean. But it's a really interesting story. But we actually did a video on Pamplemousses where we describe it more in that video.
Years ago, we visited the cemetery and everything.
But we showed you them, Paul and Virginie, because they're buried here. So of course they made a monument to them. And someone left flowers for them. How awesome is that? Ricky's actually managing to get a portrait picture of them. Some plants growing up there. Pawpaws get everywhere.
Catholic churches in Mauritius are, generally speaking, always open. And they're open to anyone.
Massive, massive church. Really is big and imposing. Whoa. It is big and imposing.
Creepy. Just a little specky.
Across the road, there, is the rectory. And there's a bell. The mysterious bell of Pamplemousses. Actually, the mysterious bell of Mauritius, because no one knows anything about it. But it's there and it exists. Yeah.
It's really old.
It really, really is. And across there is a really, really old cemetery, one of the oldest. And it creeped me out when I went there last time, so I'm not going to go there again. You guys can do it yourself. It's really old, it's really interesting, but you know.
But yeah, Pamplemousses is a tourist town. It's got loads of history, plus loads of people that just regularly live here. So do give it a visit. It's really quite nice.
You can see the church in the background there. But this is part of the slavery trail. And this is where they used to wash them. They would bring the slaves in here and they would wash them here.
Okay, there was a chicken.
And then after washing them here, they would walk them over there. It's not too far. It is closed, unfortunately, at the moment. But that's where they would auction them. That's where they would sell them.
So the Slave Heritage Trail is well marked on Google Maps, and there is also a map at the start, which is right near the church, and it tells you everything you need to know. There were chickens. There were definitely chickens. Chickens. I was telling Brian there's chickens, and he's like, yeah, right. Because they just disappeared. But there they are. Look at them. Adorbs.
Wow, Pamplemousses, not to be missed. Gardens, great food, history, even some chickens, not to be missed. Well, anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. See you again next time.